Hello guys, and welcome back to another Cobra review. Yeah, another one. In this episode, well, we're going to review a game called Daxter The Precursor Legacy. You know, I said I was going to do slide 1, and that I was actually going to wait until I finished the series on my channel first to that. And I actually played Daxter on my channel before, but I eventually will redo that game in the future because had horrible. It's not really that good quality, and probably just gonna record that sometime, like maybe a year from now or something, maybe a few years from now, and do the whole series of the all 3 of the games of the Daxter series. But anyway, enough of that. Here comes the review. Yeah, I just loved it. Anyway, first off, you start as this character named Jack and Daxter. Well, we'll start with 2 characters, Jack and Daxter, and they're traveling to an island called Misty Island. Yeah, and apparently on the way there, there's Daxter accidentally falls into a dark eco that turns him to some creature like half otter and half weasel or whatever thing. I don't remember exactly what they called it, but it's like half otter, half weasel. But anyway. When they return, they apparently when they return, there's this character named Samos the Sage, who has like, green powers, like just because there's different ecos and stuff, and he could do green eco, and different sages can do the different types of ecos. Take it at first there was only 5, and at the end they figured out there was another one. That was the only one in the whole game. In the original one game at least. But anyway, when they return, Samos is mad and stuff, like because he told them not to go there. So yeah, that's not really that good. And then apparently they decide like they need to find a person named Goal who's supposed to change Daxter back. And so then they collect these power. Then Kira, who's Samos' hot daughter. I'm kidding, not hot daughter. Jack thinks she's hot though, but she's alright. She's just a video game character, so not really characters hot unless, well, it's kind of not really a realistic game, so it's not realistic at all. So that's probably why. But anyway, Kira tells Jack and Daxter that they had to collect some power cells in order to go to different areas to get to go farther ahead so it can process farther through the game and stuff. And each area has like a different you ride on to get to it, you ride on a vehicle, and you had to get a certain amount of power cells to ride the vehicle. You know at the end of the game you will have like 70 or 80 power cells. I think 80. Around 80 or something, if you just go for the amount you actually need, not like 100% like I do, because it's an easy game. Also, there's these. Also, in the middle of the game, on the way, like when you're in Volcanic Crater, which is not the last area, like sort of near the end on the volcano, but near the end, not the very end area, but near the end. And apparently, when you get there, you figure that Goal and his sister Maya are planning an evil plot, and also doesn't change Daxter back, and actually has the evil plot of like creating a new world with dark eco, and stuff. And apparently, somehow, and dark eco is supposed to kill you, but somehow turn Daxter into an otter/weasel thing. And apparently, Goal was supposed to change Daxter back, but instead, he had other plans with his sister Maya, who's going to like take over the world and they want to create their own world, new world. But apparently, Seamus says that it's going to destroy the world and stuff, and they can't control it. He even said the precursors can't, which are like special beings or whatever, which you figure out something in the 3rd one. A secret, but I'm not going to tell you. That's kind of spoiler, and I haven't played the game on my channel yet, even though I know what's going to happen. But anyway. Also, there's these other collectibles like power cells, like I said, and stuff like that. and then there's these orbs which you can collect, just an artifact that you can collect, and you can trade them for power cells in the game to like people, and there's these oracles that you can trade 120 orbs for each power cell, for a power cell. So it's cool. And there's actually a total of 2,000 precursor orbs. We know there's only 101 power cells, but there's like 2,000 precursor orbs, which, because even though they're easy to find though, because they're like all together, and each area you go to tells you how many you have left in that area. Unlike Jak 2 and Jak 3, there's a lot less, and they don't tell you how many you need left in that area. So, but anyway, also there's these scout flies. This is scout flies that you can collect 7 scout flies in each area, and they give you a pass up for each 7 scout flies you collect in each area. Also, the bosses are fun. Like the first boss is the plant. Well, it is the plant in Forbidden Jungle, which you can defeat. And then the second, which is interesting, boss fight. And then there's the boss fight after that is a I guess creature claw thing. They can like battle named Claw. His name's Claw. Some like monster that throws, and you actually need 45 power cells to get to fight the first boss. Then there's the third boss, the final boss. You know, there's only like 3 bosses in the game, which I count as bosses. I count the plant thing in Forbidden Jungle. Then there's Claw, which is right before Mountain Pass, and then there's the final boss against Maya in a giant robot. Yeah, a precursor robot. You take a battle them with, and you defeat them with the 6. Well, no, technically 5 of the try to defeat with the different ecos. Actually, I think there's only like 3 ecos you actually use to fight the boss. Yeah, there's yellow eco, white eco. I don't think you no, you use white eco. Yeah, I think you do. You use white eco? No, I don't think you use. I can't remember. I know you use yellow. I know you use blue. And I know you use the final mysterious, which is the only one in the game. White eco and black eco. I know you don't use. Or Dark Eco, not Black Eco, Dark Eco. Because if you fall in Dark Eco, you have to start the boss all over again. Yep. Even though it's kind of easy boss, but still. And after you defeat the boss known as Maya, they get trapped into like the Dark Eco thing, because they was gonna and apparently get trapped in there, and I guess they die. I guess I don't know what happens, because you know in the game at the end of Samus says that they might be gone, but he's not. They might return, but you never know. Which has never came back yet, which is interesting. Very interesting they did that in Jak 4. They come back somehow, but I don't know how they'll do that though. But you know they're supposed to be dead, and I don't know how they're supposed to get out anyway, because kind of a door's kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, after you do that, there's actually a secret cutscene you can unlock after you collect all 101 power cells, which opens a giant precursor door, and there's like the sparkle thing, and then there's the end of credits. Then there's credits. Well, technically the credits are in after you beat the boss, and after you collect 121 power. Not 121, just 101. After you beat, if you collect the 101, you don't have to, but it's just optional. But if you get the secret cutscene, you can. And apparently you figure out what's through the precursor door after. I mean, in Jak 2. Sorry, you figure out in Jak 2. Yep. And yeah, I can. That's just fun. And there's also there's these bosses are not bosses, I mean enemies. You can always mention the bosses. The enemies are pretty fun. Like some of the enemies are kind of cool looking, or kind of strange looking too. But anyway, there's these hoppies which just hop around, and that's why like in the final, not the final area. Well, or after they're all in the final area, like the last parts of the last quarter of the game or whatever. These hoppies you can get. I don't know if they're called hoppies. That's what I call them. they just hop around. They're actually lurkers. They're actually called lurkers, a type of lurker. But I just call them hoppy because they jump a lot up and down. And also there's this, and of course the enemies are called lurkers and stuff. And also there's these lurker sharks, which you actually can like swim. Which if you go in too far water, you know, which also you can actually swim in the game compared to other games, you don't actually die if you fall in water or whatever. You could get, but if you go too deep in the water, you get eaten by a shark, which apparently just die and just respawns, I guess, to last area or whatever. Which kind of sucks, you know, get eaten by a lurker shark. You know, no enemies are called lurkers. This one's called lurker sharks and stuff. And also, there's this vehicle, like how it said that you can get, like how you do, like between every like. There's like actually technically more than like 4 different areas, but within those contain like that you can reach in around there, like if like 2 or like 3 or areas or so, 2 to like 4 areas around the main areas, which is kind of because the game's an open world game, so yeah. What have I missed? Also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it of the game I mentioned. I mentioned everything. I can't think of anything I missed. I mentioned like what happens and stuff. So yeah. But anyway, I actually ranked this game pretty high to me. I actually ranked this game 8.75 because really good game. You know, it's a pretty old game, but they actually have a remastered game of this game on the PS3 you can play, as in the Daxter The Precursor Legacy, Jak 2, and Jak 3 as a HD collection, which is just those games in HD remastered. And then there's the PS2 version, which originally when this came, and this game actually came out in 2001, which is a pretty long time ago. Anyway, like I said, I ranked this game 8.75. And that's pretty much it. And I guess I'll see you in the next video, or whenever that is. So see you next time, partners. I'm out.